Hey YouTube, out here getting a little bit of snow. Haven't had a whole lot of snow this winter to give you any good plowing videos, but get out and do a little bit here now. I tried setting it as high as I could to stay in the wiper blade so you can see the blade, but I don't think you're going to see it. This here, there's not much snow down, but I'm going to get a run of salt on it. That way there it won't bond to the road. We had stuff yesterday on Sunday there. It bonded to the road hard and we had a hell of a time to get it off. Some places there was a couple inches thick. The road was cold. Snow packed to it pretty heavy and traffic tramping down there turned it pretty much to ice. Anyway, I'm gonna keep these on for a little while here. No, it really ain't exciting video there. Pretty much going through this road here is the 126 New Brunswick. It runs between Moncton and Miramichi. It can be a pretty busy road there. There's quite a bit of traffic on it. The weight restrictions is on the road now. They went on this morning. A lot of the truck traffic is slowed down. Log trucks and stuff like that. Still see the normal freight that'll be going. We'll meet some of that. Like I said in videos before, I'm keeping the nose of my plow right on that yellow line. That's my ground. Most everybody else knows to get over and give us a room. Like I said, it's not real bad yet. Switching over to freezing rain there. It was snowing quite a bit heavier earlier. The road was keeping up with itself melting, but get out here before it bonds. We have a mess again. Get the salt down and start working. I just went north from 126 up for my little piece there. It's already right on the way back. I put material up and back. It was already starting to melt by the time I get back.
That story, Jerry, good?
It won't take long. You back on the road, Adrian?
Yeah, I'm just leaving from Rexton now.
Okay, Brent's got is already headed up for Rogers there.
Okay, yeah, but we'll manage something.
Yep. That's one of our trucks used in getting repairs done before the storm hit. They didn't quite get her done in time. That camera's got a shitty mic on it. I don't even know if you guys can hear me or not. Get a better camera. I should get a mic. An external mic would help a lot too. If I would have known it was just going to be this here, a little light freezing rain, it wouldn't have packed to the waterproof box there. I would have mounted this out on my mirror bracket. Could have had a look at the blade going. I might do that later. See what the day brings here. It's just early yet, it's only 3 o'clock. Lots of plowing left to do yet today. I don't think I've ever had these in my new truck here. I got her last winter. After I got her, we didn't go out a whole lot. Just the way my rotation worked, it seemed like the storms was when I was off. Somebody else was driving her. A lot of times I forget to grab the camera and bring it with me in the morning. I remembered this morning. This summer too, I got the grader position last summer for work here. I'll try and bring you out on the grader too, and show you some videos of grading dirt roads and stuff. I'm far from an expert. I just started grading last year. It was my first year doing it. But I'm catching on a bit there. It's coming. It's an art all in itself. The guys that are good at it are real good at it. I'd like to learn from one of them fellas if I ever got a chance to go with them a few times there and pick up a few tricks and tips and stuff like that. I've been watching some videos on YouTube about it. Some guys that know quite a bit about doing it, but you can only pick up so much from watching a video. Hands-on is where you learn your stuff. Catching it to clear off the crossing and put a little bit of salt down so nobody gets stuck, hit by a train. That gives a break for the traffic. They can get around me. And got a few cars there. There's 4 cars and the tractor trailer behind me, so gives them a chance to get out, get moving again. Now it's safer for them behind me, but they don't like being back there, and I don't like it when they're right up on my arse either. This road here, you go to the back of it. Cousins of mine's got a camp back here. Actually, the first deer I ever shot was back here. I forget what year it was now. It was in the 2000s. I shot it with a 308 Browning gold trigger, BLR, from the front seat of a canoe. We were floating down the river, and the buck decided to cross in front of us. The 6-point buck, 193 pounds, something like that. 192 or 193, I just forget now. It's a pretty exciting trip. Not too many people can say they've shot a deer from the front seat of a canoe, and even fewer that can say it was their first year that they ever shot was from a canoe. Most of you know I enjoy hunting and fishing and stuff like that. That's something this spring I got to get out and get some videos of Gage and I fishing bass there. He had a great time last spring. He caught a pile of bass last spring, striped bass, what we fish here. He caught some nice trout too. I think the little bugger have caught me this year, or last year. He put more on the table than I did, which is good. He loves doing it. I enjoy seeing him having fun, getting excited when he hooks a fish there. I was talking to my wife tonight. Time that he starts to learn to fly fish. He's only 7, but I think I'm going to teach him to fly, get him a fly rod there, and teach him to fly fish. I enjoy trout fishing. I enjoy fly fishing for trout there. Angling's fun too, but there's something about throwing a fly out and getting your fish to take a fly. I got a video of tying flies too there. I tie most of my own flies. Not all of them. I do buy some, but any of them I can tie myself. I tie. Adds a little bit more to it when you're catching something, right? Fly you've tied yourself, and presentation of landing your fly out and fish taking it. It's a pretty cool way of fishing. I've never tried fishing bass with a fly rod yet. I want to. I think it would be real fun. It would be a nice bite. We can get some nice bass on our river. If you go up north, 60 kilometers north there, the Miramichi River is famous for salmon and stuff like that, but in the last few years the bass have really been taking over. It's awesome fishing up there. If you get a chance, if you like watching fishing videos, check out Master Crow Outdoors. He's got quite a few fishing bass on the Salmon River, and he fishes a lot on the St. John River for muskie and stuff like that. He's got a real nice setup, the way his boat's set up. The cameras he's got a couple underwater cameras there that he hooks on his line. You can watch the fish taking his lure and stuff. It's a good channel. He's got a real good channel. Definitely worth checking out if you enjoy fishing and stuff. He does the odd brook trout fishing and stuff like that too. He gets into pretty good messes of fish. There you go. That was one of the things Gage asked for Christmas this year, was the tackle box and lures and stuff. So made me kind of proud that he'd asked for something like that for Christmas, not just toys and stuff. He did ask for some toys, but for a 7-year-old kid to be asking for fishing tackle there, you know, he's into it. You can get him hooked on it now, and he'll be probably hooked on it the rest of his life, which is great. That's what I want. Keep them out of trouble. It's better for him to be out hunting and fishing with me than getting into some of the other rackets he can get into. He's still in hockey and stuff. He's enjoying it. I think he enjoys fishing and hunting a little bit more. I had a good laugh deer season. We got a moose, so most years if I got moose meat in my freezer, I don't care if I get a deer or not. And seeing one buck with him, it was a nice buck. It was like a 10-point buck. It's probably over 200 pounds. And he was a long ways away from us, though. I'm going to say 350, at least 350 yards. And I didn't feel comfortable taking the shot. And I didn't want to wound the animal. I'm not like that. If I don't have a clean kill shot, I would sooner lose the whole animal than wound it and run away. So I was studying myself and trying to get a good shot, and taking my time and debating in my head whether I was going to shoot it or not. And he wasn't moving. He was standing there. He was letting me aim nice at him. All of a sudden, I heard, man! I looked down, here Gage let a little blat out of him. I've been teaching him to call moose, but I've never taught him anything about calling deer. He's heard deer calls and stuff before. The deer run away. I had a good chuckle over it. I asked Gage why he did it. He told me he tried to bring the deer in closer so I could get a better shot at him. I thought that was kind of cute. And the next morning, getting up, I asked him if he wanted to come hunt. He said no. I found it kind of weird that he didn't want to come, because usually if I ask him to go hunting or fishing, he's all game, ready to go. And I said, how come, buddy? I said, you don't want to come hunting? I said, he said, well, no. He said, I don't really want to go today. Well, that's strange. Usually you love coming hunting. He said, why bother going hunting? He said, you're not going to shoot nothing anyway. Oh, I thought that was funny. Anyway, before this gets too long, I'm going to turn these off, and if we get any more excitement, I'll turn these back on again, or maybe try and find a different position for you. Turn these back on, do a little bit of night plowing with this here. I just turned around the end of my section here for this piece of road, back on 126. Different part of what I was doing today, the upper end. Now these lights, they're LED lights. They're nice there right now, you can see good. But I am guessing within 5 minutes, I'm not going to be able to see hardly anything. They're the worst lights I've ever seen. They're nice if it's not snowing. That's great to have on a plow truck. When you need them, they're not working. They're heated, but they're just not heated enough to keep themselves clean. You guys will see. It won't take long. They'll start covering over in snow. It's a pain. You hit a bump every once in a while and they'll clean off. The older lights, they weren't near as bright as this.
Brent's got a copy.
But,
yeah, right here.
At least they kept themselves clean.
Yeah, I hit the Salmon River again. There's about another inch or so, if not more. On my way.
My little amber lights there,
Thank you.
they save the day quite a bit there when it's like this.
Steven, turn your flashing lights on. Turning.
This here storm's supposed to die down here.
I'm
soon.
putting stuff down from Rexton heading up to Master's Corners.
This here's going to be our last run. I'm spreading another run of salt.
You say you're going to spread stuff?
We'll go home and get a few hours sleep. Come back in for 4 o'clock and go at her again. You see they're slowly getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Bright too bright. And not just me, it's all the trucks got these lights on it. They're garbage. They're an octagon light any use this plow. They offer you to put these lights on your trucks, refuse them. See here now, it's pretty much just my ambers that I'm seeing, but my plow lights, you can't see nothing on them. I don't know what my regular cab lights or hood lights are like. Yeah, I can see. Problem is I haven't had them on and they're covered in snow. I'll have to, either I'll hit a bump and they'll clean off, or I'll have to stop and get out and clean them off on the other. I don't know what I'd spray on them to try and keep them clean. I don't know if Rain-X would do it or not. I gotta try that. Dry snow ain't bad. They don't stick that bad, but a wet snow like it is tonight there. Like I said, it hasn't even been 5 minutes and they're covered over again. Sometimes it's hard enough seeing with just the snow, let alone not having lights to go with it. Probably be done this last run around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Like I said, it's not supposed to snow a whole lot much more after this. Inch or two. Go home, get a bite of supper. Hopefully be asleep by 10 o'clock. Get back up again at 3. That's pretty good night's rest. That's 5 hours. That's not bad, actually. I've seen nights as less. I've had 2 nights this winter where I was called in, ambulance got stuck on a road they shouldn't have been on. One of the D roads that nobody lives on. Just a dirt road. I had got done plowing. around 9 o'clock. Went home, got a bite to eat.
There, a couple of baths.
Laid down. 11:30 at night, got called back in to go out and rescue them. Still had to be back in for 4, so I'd only got maybe an hour's sleep before I got called back in. And by the time I got my truck back in the garage and got back to bed, I probably had another hour and a half, 2 hours sleep when I got back home and come back in. Makes for a long day the next day.
Chris, you shut back your plow fire. You can see better now. Here.
Anyway.
What's that?
I just wanted
I
to show
just
you
shut back my plow fire and I can see the road better now.
a little bit of plowing there at night. I know you can't see nothing, it's just black, but anyway.
Yeah, they're up on the...
This video is getting long enough. If you guys like these plow videos, let me know and I'll try and do some more. Next year I'll try and keep the camera with me more. Just I forget. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day.